Hey guys, it's SF and 24th floor, and my team was Saigo, Akala, and Beelzebub, and my friend was Lucy. I didn't want to bring another Akala because I didn't have enough DPS for the mini boss stages. But the SS for Akala is really good for this dungeon. You can basically one shot, I think, any bar as long as you get a good position. But the main part of this dungeon is of course the gravity barriers, but the main damage from this dungeon is the poison. So you want to have detox evil barriers. That's why I brought Beelzebub, because his barrier, his strike shot barrier, can shield the poison attacks and not get poison. And basically, your monsters are immune to poison. But try to clear as many guys as you can and stall for turns. You want to have all your strike shots up by the boss stages, and I mean all four. But this is a brute force way. If you want to do like a safe clear way, you bring Senfang Fangshi, which is a stats recovery monster, or you bring like a recovery monster, but even recovery monster doesn't really help you that much. I think stats recovery is a lot better. And I didn't know why I took that go-kart, but it's all good. Just whittle down, and that's 21k for poison, and that's another 21k. So that's why you want to have detox evil berries. But yeah, if you have like two or three monsters with detox, even like A class A ones, it makes a huge difference. Like a 7,000 poison damage equals to 3,500. That's a lot of damage that you basically shielded off. But I'm just trying to stall here. I don't really care much about HP right now. Yeah, I think I moved on there. Yeah. Next, same thing. Pretty much the same thing. Just try to stall as much as you can. The shield will do a meteor damage, will do a meteor attack, and then shoots out healing wall, so you have healing wall stuff as well. But turn-wise, it's okay. Beelzebub and Lucy are at 11 right now. I think most of the time I was trying to adjust my turns. So I start off with, on every stage I start off with Saigo, because of the start with Saigo because the first turn you just want to try to deal as much damage, and another reason is because Beelzebub's right after him. So after the healing walls comes up, Beelzebub is the fastest out of the three monsters I brought, because Saigo and Akala are part types. So I can get more bounces off the healing walls as well. And Saigo is being a boss right there because he can shield, he can take in all the poison damage for himself and then block it off for my other monsters. So only two got hit. So Saigo was being a boss. Really, really good. But basically, all you gotta do is for the boss, for the mini boss, is to avoid the cross laser, the EX laser. I took damage, I didn't really care because I had a gold card coming up. But the X laser does just as much damage as the poison damage, so you don't want to get too full. You can probably get one shot if you stay too close or be in range of that EX laser. And then basically this turn is about adjusting. In terms of position, the first boss comes to the bottom right side. And I moved on because I was going to use Saigo. I was thinking of using Saigo. I'd probably use Saigo there. Nope, it was a mini boss. Mini boss number 2, my bad. I was turn adjusting for Saigo. That was correct, but I wasn't adjusting for the boss stage. It was the mini boss stage. But like I said, Saigo do the first move, and then Saigo's just trying to be a boss and protect my fellow teammates from poison damage. But second mini boss is really hard because the snakes do a lot of poison damage as well. As you can see, the X laser does a ton as well. I did get a lot of hard luck. Ouch. And I basically went for the hard for this one because I need to recover. Okay. And then now it's all about adjusting for the boss that's coming up. So I was deciding how I was going to do this. And I failed completely. Okay, boss stage. I was thinking of using a collar strike shot for the first bar. But he wasn't in a good position anyways. So I kind of forgone that and just went to attack the boss. The first poison attack from the boss comes in 2 turns, so you have 2 turns to clear off the boss. That's basically the brute force way. Is after every single boss, at the start of every single boss, you want to position for it, of course, beforehand, and then within 2 turns, use strike shots to do whatever to get a good position. And use strike shots to just clear it off, and then mobs will most likely survive, especially for the scorpion, because I don't have any monsters that deal with scorpions. And that you can use it to stall for turns for other strike shots that you used. The scorpion does do poison damage, but as long as it only hits 1, it's not that bad. I think it only hits 1 because it's only a spray for the actual poison, and then there's a spray shot for damage. So it will most likely hit 1. But like I said, I just want to position and stall for strike shots. Boss comes on the top left side. So right now I'm just stalling for strike shots for about a few rounds. But mainly, if you have like stats recovery monsters, it'll be really easy. But the only ones that's really good right now is Sanctifying Fangshi, the Ascended Virgin. If you have 2 of her, then it's pretty much the same as the 21st floor, where you just alternate the 2 recoveries and then you just recover each one when they get poisoned. But once JP, now it's all about Alice's. You just bring Alice's and then you just bump into each other, and then you recover HP as well as you revive from the poison, recover from the poison. And just me trying to position now. I got tired of stalling. I think I was positioning, so Alcala's good for the second bar, for the next bar, and then I want to position Saigo for the last bar. But I figured I could just do that on the next stage. Okay, next is Beelzebub. I could have strike shot here for Beelzebub to get the shield on, but I thought like, hey, Akala's gonna be beast. And then the weak spot happened, where I took a long time to figure out how I was gonna do this. I was gonna do vertical, but then I was like, nope, horizontal better because it'll deal more damage. And that happened. That sliver happened, but it was alright. It's alright. And damage 8,500 per, so around 9,000 times 3, that's 27k right off the bat. And Saigo's like perfect for the boss, the last boss, but I want to start off with Saigo, or start off with Lucy, and then use Saigo's strike shot to end it. So that's why I went up and down, not went side to side. And Saigo's perfect. And then Akala for the finish. Oh, Akala didn't finish. Actually it did, because it bounced off Beelzebub. And then basically strike shot for the win for Saigo. Good. And then last but not least, Saigo up and down, and that's it. That's the brute force way. in terms of different other monsters, Akala can be switched off with another cycle. Beelzebub can be switched off with another cycle. You can use Mundus. I would suggest bring Mundus over Beelzebub if you're going to do that. But there's a lot of different ways for the brute force way, but the safe way is to bring 2 status recovery monsters in Stank Fang Fengshi. But that's pretty much it for me. I hope you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Next floor is number 25. See ya.